Hello world. You haven't broken in a tangle till you do a tangle mustache. That's all there is to it. Alright. Yes, I have a new tangle. Well, I got it a couple months ago, but it's new. It's in my favorite colors of pink and purple. But that is not what this is about, although this is an autism vlog. What I want to talk about, bag out of my way, what I want to talk about is situations where someone's stimming is being disruptive. Because sometimes, yes, stimming can be disruptive to the autistic person. At least that's been my experience. Sometimes it can interfere with what we want to do. Now here's the thing, there's a reason for that. We don't just decide, oh, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to pat the side of my head and not listen to the teacher or whatever, you know. I'm going to take you through a little thought exercise that will hopefully explain why this happens and what you can do about it. So here we go. Okay, this, you don't have to be autistic to get this exercise. So here we go. Let's say it's cold out. Okay, it's cold out and you expected it to be warmer, so you're not dressed properly for the weather. You know, you're out at some kind of an outdoor event. Maybe you're at Disneyland, maybe you're at a picnic, or maybe you're at a ball game or something, but you're out at an event and it's cold and you have been out in it for just long enough that you are just cold. And you know what happens when you get cold, your body starts to get tense and you shiver and you tense your muscles more to resist the shaking so that you can actually coordinate to like give your tickets away or go pick up your food or whatever. But you are cold and you're tense and your shoulders are starting to hunch and you are just, you're not comfortable in the situation. You're cold and eventually you're just like eventually you're using your hands to shield your arms from the cold, and of course now you can't move your arms because the cold air gets to that one warm spot and it just makes you feel worse. So you're sitting there and you're cold and you are cold and oh my gosh, why didn't I bring my coat? Oh my goodness. Okay, you're freezing your tail off. You're cold, you're miserable, and it's not fun. You're not enjoying it anymore because you're cold. You can't do anything. Your hands are glued to your arms. Your hands are glued to your arms just holding them. You know, if your hands are able to do that. Some people can't for disability reasons, but you're cold. You're cold. And then, you know, your friends, they kind of notice, and one of your friends goes to their car and they get an extra coat and they give you that coat and you put the coat on and it's like you're cold. Put on the coat. Ooh. Oh, I'm warm. I'm warm again. I'm a little more comfortable. I don't have to hold on to myself to control my shivering anymore. And all of a sudden you're bright and animated and you're just having a good time. Or maybe your friend sees you're cold and they take you to their car and they have their heater on and you go and you sit in their car and you're like, oh, I'm so cold, I'm so cold, I'm so cold, I'm so cold, I'm so cold. And then you get in the warm air and it's like, oh, warm. It's nice and warm in here. Oh, this is nice. This is great. Hey, what's up? Okay? Now how does this translate? You were just in a situation where the environment did not work for you because for whatever reason you didn't prepare. Maybe the weather report was wrong, or maybe you just thought, oh, I'll be fine. You know, I mean, that happens. Or maybe the weather just changes very suddenly, which can happen too. It can be warm and then it gets cloudy and all of a sudden it's like 20 degrees cooler. It could start raining. I mean, who knows? But here's the thing. The environment didn't work for you, and your body resisted the environment. Now, when it's an autistic person, let's say there's an obnoxious sounding fan going in the background, and the autistic person is in the classroom, and they are just You know, they're doing that. And they're annoying everybody around them. Okay, I understand that it can be annoying. My own stimming noises can annoy me sometimes, so I know. But that obnoxious fan is clashing with how their brain works. So the solution to that is maybe you turn the fan down to a quieter setting, if possible, or you move it further away, or you turn it off and you get another fan that doesn't make that noise. Because, you know, when there's a sound that I can't tolerate in the environment, I react to it, and I will keep reacting to it until it stops, or it's dealt with, or if it's quieted down. There's an ice cream truck that loves to stop right freaking on my curb out here, and he will not turn his music down, and I am in pain. I have meltdowns from an ice cream truck because he will not turn his flippin' music down. It'll sit there just playing the music at like tones that absolutely kill my ears. But anyway, you see your best friend shivering in the cold. You're not going to walk up to him and take their arms and put them down at their sides and say, stand up straight, be still. Does that make any sense? So why would you do it to an autistic person? You know, why would you grab my hand and put it down on the desk and say, stop doing that, and then tell me to, shh, be quiet? Believe me, I want to. I really want to be quiet. But the fan is making it impossible for me to be quiet because I'm stimming the same way somebody holds onto themselves to stop themselves from shivering. Except in my case, I'm stopping myself from screaming and smashing my head on my desk and swearing and a whole bunch of very inappropriate behavior. I'm choosing the lesser of two evils in the situation, which is to make a little bit of noise so that I don't make a lot of noise. It's a trade-off. You know, and that's something that so many caregivers do not understand. You know, I can only talk for me, but this could be true for so many autistic people everywhere. You know, if your friend drops a heavy book on their foot and they're jumping around, ow, 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 oh, oh, my foot, ow, oh, 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 you're not going to tell them, shut up. You know, you're not going to tell them, stop jumping. You're going to walk up to them going, oh my God, you hurt your foot. That sucks. Do you need some ice? Here, let's get some ice for that. You put ice on the foot stops hurting. They don't have to hop around and yell anymore because they're not in pain anymore. It's a really simple concept, but it's complicated to practice because there could be so many triggers for disruptive stimming, and I could not begin to even list them all. But just check the environment. If the autistic person can talk to you, ask them, is there a noise that's bothering you? Is the light annoying you? Is that poster over there too bright? You know, ask them. Because maybe the solution is just as simple as moving something. You know, you could just take a poster and just move it out of their visual field, put it behind them. Great. But when you tell an autistic person that is stimming to try to control a strong reaction to stop stimming, and then you give them hell because they have the reaction that they're trying to stop, that's really not fair, is it? Just something to think about. Bye-bye.